Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and on this channel, we're just talking about how to create a fabulous second half of life, okay? Now, today we're going to talk about why you should not move abroad. Why you should not move abroad. So, stick around if you want to hear. Laura, what is that behind you? Is that what you're wondering? Yeah, I have a contractor here and he put up this plastic cube thing around the area of the ceiling that he cut out to keep the dust contained. I mean, isn't that ingenious? I don't know, I thought it was great. There's still dust, but whew, so much better. Okay, let's get on to the video. The first reason why you should not move abroad if you feel safe in your home country. If you are in a place where you can walk down the street at night, where you can sleep with your windows open, where as a single female, you feel pretty much comfortable. I mean, obviously, maybe not 100% of the time, but if 95% of the time you feel safe in your home country, great. You probably shouldn't move abroad. If you feel like I never have to worry about random acts of violence, it's not something in my mind all the time, then you probably should not move abroad. My second reason why you should not move abroad is if your country is very affordable. Do you go out in the evenings and you don't have to look at the menu? Do you go out and go shopping and you don't have to think about how much you're purchasing? Because things are generally affordable. This is not so much about how much salary you have, because clearly you can buy whatever you want if your salary is high. But if you're just making your average typical income and you're not concerned about all the prices, then you probably should stay where you are. I think that that's not that common nowadays with inflation, but still, obviously, some countries are cheaper than others. If your country is generally affordable, then you don't need to move abroad. Another reason why you should not move abroad is if healthcare in your country is affordable and accessible. Now, certain countries have phenomenal healthcare. This is true. They have great training, great doctors, but being able to get to those doctors is very difficult because it's so expensive. Certain things are not covered, certain surgeries are not covered, certain procedures are not covered, certain medications are not covered. So it's not really great if you can't get to it or you can't afford it. Other countries, on the other hand, it doesn't cost you a thing. Maybe it's harder to get in, but it doesn't cost you anything. You really need to think about how is healthcare in your country. If it's affordable and accessible, then you should not move abroad. The fourth reason you should not move abroad is you can find like-minded people right where you are. If you're able to go out in the evenings and find a lot of people that feel the same way about you about things, you should probably stay where you are. If you live in a place where, gosh, you feel like I'm the only one that thinks like I do, maybe you'd find people more like yourself abroad. So if everyone's like you and you get along well with your group, or you can find your community, not necessarily everybody's like you, but if you can find your own community right where you are lucky and you probably should not move abroad. So if you have those four things, then you don't need to move abroad. If your country is safe, if it is affordable, if healthcare is inexpensive and accessible, and if you have your crew of people, your community, I'm so happy for you because you're comfortable and fine where you are. But, if you are missing one of those things, you may want to consider moving abroad. Personally, those four reasons are four of the reasons why I am moving abroad. I'm looking for a place that is safe. I do not want to constantly be worrying about random gun violence. And I think it hits me harder because I'm a teacher and a mom. And the way gun violence is here in the US, that is reason alone to consider moving abroad. The second thing about affordability, the United States is very expensive. And again, this is nothing against the United States because I'm proud to be American. I love living here for the most part, but there are some issues. So as I said, safety is an issue and being affordable is an issue. And the third thing is healthcare. We have great healthcare, but it's expensive and it's not accessible to everyone. And really, people should not have to create a GoFundMe to be able to afford some sort of procedure. I would like to live in a country where they are taking care of its people. And the fourth thing, that's 8. The fourth thing is looking for your people, your community. I think that my community is overseas because I'm an adventurous, curious type who likes to move around and explore, and somebody that has picked up and moved abroad is a like-minded person, right? Now, I will say there's one caveat. If you live in New York City, your people are probably there. Because when I lived in New York, I lived in New York for a little while, and I found my community. It was amazing. It was great. So, like-minded people, not necessarily people that think exactly like you, and definitely not people that look exactly like you or have the same background, but people that have the same mindset, right? And for a big, huge part of my mindset is adventure and excitement and travel, and I want people that have those same thoughts in their minds. So, those are 4 reasons why I am going to move abroad, and I'm really excited about it. So, are you considering moving abroad? Where do you live? Where do you want to live? Or are you happy at home? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always curious to know why people don't want to move abroad, why they want to stay where they are. Not because they have to, but they want to. I'm curious. All right, well, it was good talking. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Those are 4 reasons why personally I am going to move abroad. I'm looking to feel safe. I'm looking for affordable health care. I'm looking for my community of people. And I'm looking for, what was the 4th one?